be technical about it. The season starts tomorrow, or we're gonna know who we play. That the Falcons still had a bad draft because why that?
Because they suck today and they gonna suck tomorrow.
Yeah. But speaking of drafts, I wanted to make this show kind of or talk about this part about history. So that in your opinion, who is the New Orleans Saints biggest draft bust over the last 10 seasons or 10 years? Going back to 2014, who was the biggest draft bust of the Saints since 2014?
I have to say, my boy Peyton Turner, because of what we had to give up to get him, where we got him at, I should say. And this guy was supposed to be the next Reggie White. It was like, we're gonna take him here, we're gonna give up this to get him, but he's gonna be Reggie White. He's gonna sack the quarterback 15 times a year. Well, we see how that's going. He can't even play in a game 15 times a year. So, anyway,
All
what's
right.
yours?
I'm not gonna say Payne Turner because I feel like Payne Turner. Look,
Easy target.
we've seen flashes of Turner, but the thing is, he just can't stay healthy. I don't really look at injuries and make them certified bust. I think, what do you do when you're healthy? Like, I don't think anybody would say Chase Young is a draft bust, but he's just not been on the field. My answer is actually Marcus Davenport. He was the 14th pick back in 2018. Oh God, Talise Fuaga is the 14th pick of this year. Is Fuaga gonna suck? Please no. Um, but yeah, Marcus Davenport in 2018, I believe we traded up. I think we traded our first round pick to get this man. Last time I checked, he went to the Vikings last year. Then they cut him, and then now he's with the Lions. But with the Saints from 2018 to 2022. Hey Blaze, all right. So Blaze says Canes at Ducks on the 18th. I bet. But you know, so yeah, Marcus Davenport spent his first 5 seasons with the Saints, and let me read you these numbers. He played 63 games, started in 32 of them, which is kind of low. Like if you only play in 63 and you only start 32 as a first round pick, you need to at least start like 55 or something, like 32. Um, Zero interceptions, 0 yards, zero touchdowns, zero longs. Yeah, we know that. He had 4 passes defended, 7 forced fumbles, which ain't bad, but as a first round pick, you gotta do better. 1 fumble recovery for 1 yard, 0 TDs. He had 21 and a half sacks over 5 years, but most of that was like in 1 year when he had like 9 or 9.5. So yeah, then the
Let
second
me
biggest like
let
6.
me correct something before we move forward. I actually had Peyton Turner and Marcus Davenport mixed up. It was Davenport that they gave up to move up to 14, right? To pick Davenport,
Yeah.
and that's what the narrative was. Like, he was gonna be the next Reggie White. He was great. Y'all gonna see, but that's my pick. But anyway,
Yeah, he had 142 combined tackles, 78 solos, 64 assists, 25 TFLs, and 60 quarterback hits. Look, I don't think Davenport's the worst player in the world. Don't get me wrong. Like he's like Turner, he showed some flashes, but the bad thing is those flashes were just in 1 year. And you're when you draft somebody, you're not. It's not for 1 year. That's what free agency's for. And trades and stuff like that. Drafting is for your long term future. Like if you pick him in the first round, you expect him to be your guy for years to come, for like 10 years, 15 years down the road. He has not been that. Like he spent 5 seasons with us. Um, Look, I like Sean Payton, but the one thing he could not do to save himself, to save his life, he could not draft in the first round. He got Brandon Cooks in the first round. Cooks wasn't bad, but he got him out of here after a few years. Turner in the first round. He got Davenport in the first round. He got Reggie Bush in the first round. Man, like, look, Drew Brees. I mean, not Drew Brees. Sean Payton. Like, he gonna draft in the first round. I'm just saying. But now I want to look at something that kind of threw me off, right? So CBS released their quarterback power rankings before the season. I'm gonna read you these rankings, all right? Number one, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, obviously. Number two, Brock Purdy. Number three, Josh Allen. Number four, Joe Burrow. So they're saying that Josh Allen's better than Burrow. Number five, C.J. Stroud. Number six, Lamar Jackson. Number seven, Jalen Hurts. Number eight, Dak Prescott. Number nine is Justin Herbert. Number 10, Jordan Love. Number 11, Aaron Rodgers. Let me get the next page. Number 12, Tua. Number 13 is Jared Goff, who just got paid. Number 14, Kirk Cousins, which makes no sense. Number 15 is Trevor Lawrence. Number 16, Matthew Stafford. Number 17, Deshaun Watson. Notice how I did not say his particular name yet. Number 18, Geno Smith. Number 19 is Russell Wilson. Number 20 is Baker Mayfield. Number 21 is Kyler Murray. Number 22 is Will Levis. Number 23 is Caleb Williams. Number 24 is Richardson of the Colts. Number 25 is J.J. McCarthy. Number 26 is Derek Carr. Number 27, Jacoby Brissett. So they're saying that Brissett's going to start over Drake May. Number 28 is Jaden Daniels. Number 29, Gardner Minshew. Number 30 is Bo Nix. Where number 31 is Bryce Young. And number 32 is Daniel Jones. Look, I'm all about opinions. I respect opinions. But that list, those are not opinions. That was garbage. You're telling me, okay, Caleb Williams, who hasn't played a snap yet, is better than Derek Carr. What you're telling me is that Kirk Cousins, like you can say Cousins better than Carr all you want, but you're saying that Kirk Cousins is 12 times better than Derek Carr. Look, Kirk Cousins and Derek Carr are the same player. Where you have Kirk Cousins, like if he's on, he's on, but if he's off, he's off. Same thing with Derek Carr. Plus, Carr actually has an advantage over Kirk because Kirk's coming off of an injury that some people like. Shout out to Kirk for getting the money, but bruh, like people just love hating. People just love hating. Dad, what is your opinion on this list that I don't even want to call a power rankings? This is just a terrible rankings. Dad, what's your opinion on it?
That list, you can go in your bathroom and you see that toilet paper that's hanging on the roll. That list is worth just like that toilet paper.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, Derek Carr is what they got him, the 20 what?
The 26th best quarterback in the NFL.
26th best quarterback in the NFL. Okay. Let me look at something. I know I had it somewhere. I had my notes together and I can't find it now. Anyway, I think I can do this off memory. Derek Carr's numbers, I know numbers ain't everything, but the numbers suggest he had a pretty good season last year. I mean, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I mean, maybe the touchdowns could be a little higher, but if you throw under 10 interceptions, you're taking care of the ball. And I think he had 3,800 yards.
Yeah,
And
something like that.
yeah, so quarterback is not our problem. I've been saying that for 2 years now. Quarterback's not a problem. You can't find me 25 better starting quarterbacks in this league. If you find me 13 or 14 quarterbacks better, I'll say, okay, maybe. But 26? 25? Don't think so.
Yeah, but in some people's eyes, winning solves everything. Because people be like, oh, Baker Mayfield, man, he's way better than Derek Carr. But if you look at the numbers, Baker Mayfield had 3 more touchdowns and also 2 more interceptions. But you know why they're going to say Baker's better than Carr? Because Baker had the better team and the better coaches that got them to the playoffs. And if they're playing anybody other than Philly, honestly, I didn't think I was going to say this. If they were playing Dallas, Dallas would have won. If they were playing San Francisco, San Francisco would have won. You saw when they actually went up against a competent team in Detroit, man, the Lions, man, they wanted something. What up, Jerry? So here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna rank quarterbacks 1 to 32, but you know what we're gonna do? We are going to basically say who, like, which quarterbacks will we put over Carr or under Carr? Okay. First, let me fix this. All right, here we go. So let me delete. All right, here we go. Now, let me do this real quick. Just give me a second. All right, let's put. Let's see. All right. All right, now I gotta make this. All right, so Dad, we're gonna start with you. So first, let me find it. All right. So would you put Josh Allen over Carr?
Yes.
All right. Would you put Baker over Carr?
No.
All right. Would you put Joe over Carr?
Yes.
All right. Maybe I can put him there. If this. Okay, there we go. All right. Would you put Dak Prescott over Carr?
No.
Would you put? Let's see. Would you put Daniel? Or no, my bad. Would you put Danny Pennies over Carr?
No.
I bet. Would you put Geno over Carr?
No.
All right. Would you put Jared Goff over Carr?
Yes.
All right. Would you put Justin Herbert over Derek Carr?
Yes.
Okay. Would you put Jalen Hurts over DC?
No.
Okay. Would you put Kirk Cousins over Carr?
No.
Would you put Kyler over Carr?
No.
Would you put Lamar over Carr?
Yes.
Would you put Will Levis over Derek Carr?
No.
Would you put Jordan Love over Derek Carr?
I'm gonna say no right now.
All right. Mahomes, we already know the answer.
Yes.
Would you put Brock Purdy over Carr?
Yes.
All right. Would you put Anthony Richardson over Derek Carr?
No.
I bet. Would you put Aaron Rodgers over Derek Carr?
Yes.
All right. Would you put Russell Wilson over Derek Carr?
No.
Would you put Matthew Stafford over Carr?
I'm gonna say yes to that one.
All right. Would you put C.J. Stroud over Carr?
I'm gonna say yes to that one.
All right. Would you put Trevor Lawrence over Derek Carr?
I'm gonna say yes to that one.
All right. Would you put Tua over Derek Carr?
Yes.
Would you put Deshaun Watson over Carr?
I'm gonna say no.
And last quarterback, would you put Bryce Young over Carr?
No.
All right. So in your opinion, let me move this over here. You have let me do the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you have them at 13. So you have them right outside the top 10, but in the top 15, which I feel like is respectable. Now I'm going to do mine. Hold on. All right. Now I'm going to do mine. If I can find the buttons. All right. Okay. All right. So, let's see where he's at. He's right here. All right. So I would put Josh Allen over Carr. Baker, I'm gonna say no for now. Joe Burrow, yes. Dak. I mean, I feel like for now, yes, but that's basically because we have not seen Carr, with the talent Dak has. But from watching them, I will put Dak over for now. Daniel Penny's no. Gino, probably not. Herbert, yes, I would. Hurts, I would. Kirk, I will, but only by a little bit. Kyler, no. Lamar, yes. Will Levis, no. Jordan Love, yes. Mahomes, yes. Brock Purdy, I'm actually gonna say no. Anthony Richardson, no. Aaron Rodgers. If we're talking about the Rodgers right now, people might think I'm weird. I'm actually gonna say no. Russell Wilson, I would. Matthew Stafford, I would. CJ Stroud, I would. I'm actually higher on Trevor Lawrence than other people, so yes, I am putting Lawrence up there. Tua, I would. And Bryce, no. So in my opinion, let me do the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have them at 14. You had them at 13. So we basically have them like around the same area. We both agree they should be top 15, just right outside the top 10, but top 15. CBS don't even have them in the top 25. So, and since we are the smartest people on the planet, when it comes to football at least, yeah, Derek Carr is, in my opinion, a top 15 quarterback, and no duh, he's a top 26 quarterback, but there ain't no way he's number 26. All right, now let's move on through that travesty. I will tell y'all something. Spencer Rattler, he looks sharp at the Saints rookie camp. What I do? Hey, hey Zach, how you doing? Um, by the way, go subscribe to Real Fan Sports, man. Great channel. But yeah, I know you don't like Rattler that much, but I gotta tell you, Spencer Rattler, what I can tell you is that man can fit the ball into excellent space. Like that man, he takes risks, but those risks work. Doing good, man. I hope you are doing good as well, brother. Man, I'm doing good, Zach. But yeah, man, we're talking about the rattlesnake.
Wake
Look,
me up when you're
Spencer
done.
Rattler. What?
Wake me up when you're done.
Okay, sure. But Spencer Rattler, what I can tell you is that some people have him as the best quarterback in the draft. Um, and there was once a time where he was projected to be the first overall pick. So I like Rattler. Dad, I'm not gonna ask you because you're gonna call me
No, please,
weird.
please ask me. I have something to say.
Okay, what do you have to say about Rattler?
It's not that I don't like Rattler. It's not like I hate Rattler. You know what I hate though?
What?
More than I hate Rattler,
What?
I hate wasting my time.
What?
Let me tell you, I hate wasting my time. Point my point is, what were we doing last year at this point? We was talking about Jake Hayner, a fourth round pick from Fresno State. You
There's a
know how much
difference.
run Jake Hayner had in the offseason last year? A lot of run. But you know how many snaps he played during the season? Zero.
0. To be
And he's a
fair, Rattler does not look like a twig.
and he's a fourth round pick. Rattler is a fifth round pick. We're wasting all this time talking about somebody that's not going to play. I'd rather
I'm,
talk about the holes in this team. We have a lot of holes, and Rattler's not filling no damn holes right
we're
now.
about to get to that.
No, we talking about Rattler right now. So,
Okay.
Rattler may, grow up, one day and be a great quarterback, when he's all grown up, but he's not grown up right now. So he may be a great quarterback. Jake Hayner may be a great quarterback. But you know what? Right now, we need somebody to sack the quarterback. You know what? We need somebody to protect the quarterback. We need somebody to catch this ball and take it to the house. Woo! We need all
Okay.
that. And, every time I turn on Facebook or turn on one of these Saints talk shows, they're talking about Spencer Rattler. Woo! Okay. Now, I think we can move on.
Okay. You got it out?
Oh, it's out.
All right. Well, speaking of holes,
Jerry
there
knows
might.
how I feel now.
What?
Jerry knows
Okay.
how I feel now.
Okay, cool. But there might be some shockwaves also during rookie camp. Because, look, Spencer Rattler looks sharp, but there was one thing I noticed about the offensive line. Talise Huaga might be changing positions from left tackle or from right tackle to left tackle because the Saints are playing him at left tackle during camp. So that if we do switch Fuaga to left, how do you feel this team will be? Because if Ramchick doesn't play, then we don't have a right tackle. So
The blind side's more important. So if my boy can play left tackle, I think they are right now putting him at left tackle, see what he's got. And if Ryan can't go, Big Ram can't go, then we're looking for a right tackle, or we're looking for somebody that can slide over. Um, you know, I'm not sure our depth on the offensive line yet. Who can slide over? Who can play multiple positions? But we're gonna find out. They might have to, pull off a trade or get somebody in here that's not doesn't have a job right now. That's better than whatever else we have behind
yeah,
Ram Check.
yeah. I think our offensive line, look, it's not as bad as it was before. But you know what? Actually, no. You know what I'm gonna do? Don't get me wrong. The offensive line from where it was, week 18 of last season, it's improved. But I'm not gonna lie, improved from sucks. It still sucks. In fact, I'm actually gonna play the audio of a knowledgeable man, um, who was actually talking, and I'm not gonna lie, this video I'm about to play is funny. But first let me get this. Okay, so
Before you do that, I got a question, Mikey.
I bet
You believe in miracles?
it depends on what we're talking.
You believe in God and God creates miracles?
Yeah.
There was a miracle last year that God must have manifested. There's a miracle that Derek Carr played all 17 games. I mean, that boy was beat like a pinata, and he started 17 games last year.
Sure did.
That's we got us a we got us a dog at quarterback. We just need to protect him. All right.
Yeah.
Listening.
But yeah, I'm about to play the audio and just listen because this is about the offensive line. And if you think I ran, dude, this man has fun when he runs. There was a time when we lost the Packers, he was like, I mean, you lost. Like, man, that man was going in. Honestly, if I knew this guy, like, in person, oh, we would be best friends. All right, let me play the audio, so just take a listen. First, let's let the video load first. Hold on.
Welcome
All right, here we go.
to the New Orleans campground.
All right, here we go.
I saw this. Hughes, I think you sent this to me. There's a guy at Pro Football Network named Dakota Randall. Don't know who he is. He did a thing where it's like each team's biggest remaining need after the draft. He said the Saints' biggest remaining need, safety. Did I send you that? I don't know. I thought so. Tell me you know nothing about the Saints without telling me you know nothing about the Saints. The New Orleans Saints, as of today, have 2 starting offensive linemen. 2. Yeah. 1, 2. Harry McCoy, Cesar Ruiz. Everything else is a hope and a prayer. Like, we hope Taliesin Fuanga becomes a day 1 starter. Didn't we hope the same thing for Trevor Penning?
We
Who
did
the
hope
Saints
that.
took in Robot?
Yeah,
Did we hope that?
we hope that.
Yeah, did that happen?
Some are still hoping that.
Did that happen?
Nope.
Didn't happen. We hope Ryan Ramczyk is ever able to play again. Are we confident Ryan Ramczyk's ever going to be able to play again?
No, we're not.
I don't think so. We hope they can salvage Trevor Penning. Maybe he could be your starting left tackle. Maybe he could be your starting left guard. Maybe he's just going to stink and be out of the league. I don't know. We can hope. We can hope that Nick Saldiveri becomes a starting caliber player. We can hope Landon Young is more than just number 6. Number 67 is reporting eligible. Number 67. We can hope Oli Udoh is like a really good start. We can hope, can't we?
We can. What about the 2 guys they just signed who both been injured?
Jerry, just so you know, this is Matt Moscona in the background. So, yeah, back to the video.
For the last 3 years.
That happened while
He's basically telling us our points.
I was in New York.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's when I was in at Jazz Fest.
No, New York.
That was when I was in New York. We can hope, Muse, that they are awesome. This guy said that safety. Safety, which, by the way, Tyrann Mathieu led your tackles last year. Actually had his most productive year, probably since 2019 with the Chiefs last year. Yes, you haven't replaced Marcus May, but the 2 guys that you have are the reason you were willing to cut Marcus May. Because Jordan Howden and Jonathan Abram, who's a former first-round pick, by the way, started in his place last year, both played better than he did when he was healthy. And then you went and signed Will Harris as well. And oh, by the way, when they were playing, the Saints' pass defense last year was 10th best in the NFL. How about that?
That's a good stat. I like that.
10th best in the NFL last year. He's the biggest thing.
Maybe they can protect Derek Carr.
I didn't care. I don't care if you and I are playing safety. That's still not as big a need as only having 2 starting offensive linemen. 2. 1, 2. And one of them is Cesar Ruiz. Who's maybe the worst starting guard in the NFL. You could make an argument, PFF and all the grades and everything, you could make an argument that of your 2 starting offensive linemen, 2, one of them is the worst in the league in his position. How is that not universally understood to be the Saints' biggest position of need? Fire that guy. I'm not a fire the coach guy. I'm not a fire the writer guy.
I'm gonna say he's not a coach, man.
I'm not a fire the writer guy. I don't think we should call for people's jobs, but I think you have to call into question the credibility of this organization. What was that again? Pro Football Network.
There you go.
Yeah, I get called to the question of credibility. Is that a real thing? I know everybody thinks. Here's my thing. I don't know what Pro Football Network is. I think everyone knows Pro Football Focus.
Yeah.
And so you hear Pro Football Network, and like, oh, we're gonna make it adjacent to that, just close enough to where you think it's credible, but maybe it's really not because guys like that write pieces. And they say that safety is the Saints' biggest need when this is an offensive line that has how many starters? 2. And one of them is Cesar Ruiz.
So
You know how bad the Saints' offensive line is, Muse?
How bad is the Saints?
You know how bad they are?
How bad?
We're disappointed Andrews Pete signed with the Raiders. That's how bad this offensive line is. The New Orleans Saints, I don't know the offensive line situation for every team in the NFL. I don't know all 32 offensive lines. But I will confidently say that there is not another team in the NFL that, as of today, only has 2 starting offensive linemen. 2. And one of them being Cesar Ruiz. Well, he couldn't start for anybody else because he starts for the Saints. That's true. But of that quality.
Yes.
All right. Is the point taken? The Saints have 2 starting offensive linemen.
The Saints
And
have
one of them-
more offensive linemen, but none has been proven. So right now we've had 2 proven guys that have played significant games for the New Orleans Saints. None of them else has, except
Yeah, I mean,
Ryan Ramczyk, but he's hurt and might not play. So
yeah.
that's what he's basically said.
Yeah, like, look, man, the Saints, bro, you know what I would do if I was Derek Carr? Every single second of the day that I'm not in practice, I will get on my knees, look up into the heavens, pray to the Lord that I don't die this.
That I don't
Because
get beat
this
like a
offense-
pinata like I got last year.
Man, that man got cracked ribs. That man got cracked spines. That man got cracked vertebrae brains. I don't be surprised that guy got a cracked brain from how hard he's been getting hit.
And how many games he started last year?
17,
A miracle.
man. But however, we did get some good news though. The Saints did go out and they signed former Bears and Packers offensive lineman. His name is Lucas Patrick. Do you think Lucas Patrick is an instant starter for New Orleans?
I think he's got to be. I mean, he's a guy with some experience, right? So I guess you got to put him in there and see what he's got.
All right, Lucas Patrick. All right, I like him, and I do see him being the instant starter in New Orleans. He played center, but here's my thing: he has guard experience, and he was actually better at guard than he was at center. So if I'm the Saints, I am, obviously we know James Hurst retired the day before the draft, so I am sliding Lucas. So here's my offensive line. Left tackle would probably be Trevor Penning, and if he doesn't improve this year, then bye-bye. Left guard would be Lucas Patrick. Our center, Eric McCoy. Right guard, Cesar Ruiz. And if Ramczyk's not a good to go by the season, I would probably start – shoot, I won't be mad if we start that 7th-round tackle at right tackle because one thing, he used to play defensive tackle, so he knows their moves. So I won't be mad if we play him at right tackle.
What about Flacco?
Oh yeah, Fuaga. Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, I put Penning on left. My bad. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I be forgetting who's on the team. But yeah, Fuaga I would start right tackle. But if it's reversed and Fuaga has to play left tackle, then I would put the Josiah Ezeram at right tackle because he's not a bad tackle. And he's better than what we got now. So now, speaking of the injuries, Tribal Chief here. Now speaking of the Derek Carr injuries, I want to go through his injury history. On May 19th, 2015, he suffered a hand-finger sprain, but the poll was unspecified. Then on September 13th in 2015, he had a hand-thumb sprain. September 28th in 2014, this was in his rookie year, I believe, he suffered a pedal ankle, which was a high sprain, grade 3. October 1st of 2017, back vertebrae fracture. And then September 24th in 2023 with the Saints, shoulder AC joint sprain. Then November 12th, 2023, he suffered 2 injuries, just like our offensive line starters, when he suffered a head cranial concussion, grade 1, and also a shoulder injury. And then December 3rd, 2023, he also suffered 2 injuries where he re-injured the head cranial concussion grade 1, and then he also injured his shoulder AC joint sprain. So,
17 games, Mikey.
What?
17 games. He's
Yep.
suffering cranial injuries and concussion. I mean, who plays the next week after a concussion these days?
Some players don't even want to play if they have a hurt toe. Looking at you, Michael Thomas. But yeah. Now a couple more things, right? Well, really one more thing. If you thought that we were going to get through this show without disrespecting the Falcons at least one more time, you were out your mind. It is still getting worse for Kirk Cousins. Not his bank account, but him as a football player. And let me tell you why. The Falcons, they paid you to be their future, but they knew deep inside that they weren't their future. They knew it. How do you sign a guy to 4 years and pay him like $250 million? How do you pay him 4 years? $180 million. That's more than we paid Carr. You had all the Falcon fans last year saying, yeah, y'all signed Carr to 150. Y'all signed him to 180. And I got Falcon fans saying, well, we're going to win the Super Bowl in your house. Yeah, here's an idea. Go to Madden, right? Put it on rookie mode. Choose the Falcons. Make it the Super Bowl for next Madden, because next Madden will auto-generate being in New Orleans. And then you can go win the Super Bowl. If it ain't Madden, if it ain't a dream, it not happening. But, man, look. Falcon fans, honestly, I don't feel bad for y'all. But sometimes, if I was a Falcon fan, bro, honestly, I don't even know how to be living. Man, from Tom Brady ruining your franchise, from Todd Gurley accidentally ruining your franchise, even though he played for your franchise, from Julio Jones switching to go to Tampa Bay.
But Mikey, let me tell you, this is the Falcons' favorite time of year, though.
Yep.
It's like everybody else. Everybody's 0-0. So, they're not losing right now. So they're happy.
Yeah.
They have high hopes and high dreams that are going to get crushed.
Yep. You see, sometimes, you know what I like? I like seeing people humble. But the Falcon fans don't get it. You would think that a team with a donut Super Bowl trophy, you would think from a team who has done fail after fail after fail after fail, and just the cycle repeats. You would think that a team that drafted a quarterback in the top 10 when they already have their future QB would be humble. But they don't get it. Let me mark my words. When y'all go 7-10 for the 4th straight season, the show that we're gonna do after that, we're not even gonna mention the word Saints once. It's just gonna be down y'all, down y'all, down y'all throats.
That show, it's not even going to have any English words spoken. Because we're going to be like this the whole time. Oh, man, we ain't even going to say nothing. We just going to laugh the whole time.
But that, however, I do. Yeah, but that, unfortunately, I do have bad news, though.
Uh-oh. What's that?
You know where I'm going for my summer vacation? Georgia.
Going somewhere for summer vacation. Are you going to Atlanta?
Unfortunately, I don't have a choice.
Well, when you're there, ride past the stadium, throw some toilet paper at them, just toilet paper that thing, and say, the Saints are coming this year to burn this house down. Straight
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the show, folks. I'm just kidding. I still got one more thing to say. Man, I'm telling y'all. Everybody's counting us out. But you know, the scariest man to fear is a man who ain't got nothing to lose. Derek Carr, he ain't got nothing to lose. Dennis Allen, he's already lost, so no, he ain't got nothing to lose. Literally the entire squad, they ain't got nothing to lose. But you know what they're coming? They're coming to catch some bodies. So be prepared. I'm not saying that we're going to go 17-0 and win every single game by 100 points and win the Super Bowl. That's not what I'm saying.
Let's do it. We can
Yeah,
do it.
I would like that. Kamara said that he wants to score 100 points every game. But Dad, do you got any final words on our black and golds, or are you out?
I just want to reiterate that Saints, my who that people, stop talking about Spencer Rattler. All right, he's not gonna play this year. If Spencer Rattler plays this year, then we are in trouble. I mean, we have a losing record. Can you imagine somebody with no experience running from his life because people are trying to beat on him like a pinata? Because we don't have offensive linemen.
So South Carolina didn't either. Yeah, but to be fair, South Carolina didn't have any O-line either, and Spencer Rattler was still making plays.
I've seen some video of him getting beat like a pinata. Boom, boom,
All right, with that, where can they find you?
You can find me on the Hurricane Mike Show every week. Got a YouTube channel, Warren Newby. I'm going to get back on there, start creating some content. And, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you can always find me here at Hurricane Mike. And, like I said, I'm 50% sure I will be streaming the schedule tomorrow night, but,
what time is that?
I think that's 7. So, I might stream it. And if I do, then we're just going to basically be on for a couple hours, just predicting we're going to go week by week, saying who we think's going to win. And I might even let some of y'all even join the stream. Yeah, I might be live Wednesday night, but I might be doing other stuff because I said so. But yeah, 50% sure. I'm not gonna make no promises. But I will tell you this: I'm 50% sure I'm gonna go live tomorrow night. So stay tuned, and yeah, I should make my decision by tomorrow morning, maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. But like I said, you can also find me here Like, subscribe, share, turn the bell so you don't miss another stream like this, video like this. And I will see y'all next time. Who that?
Who that? 2.